They play hard. You got to tip your hat to them. They definitely play hard. You can't go freaking bear hunting with BB guns.
They go tomorrow, we don't win today.
My name is Greg Dobbs, born in Los Angeles, California. Grew up in Moreno Valley, California. Now play for the Philadelphia Phillies. Played with the Glacier Pilots in the year 2000. Mostly my coaches. My coaches decided that it'd be a good place for me to go, a good place for me to play. It was between there and Cape Cod League. I chose Alaska. And had a great time. Went to the city of Anchorage. It was a great city. Met a lot of good friends there. Played with a lot of good players, and had a great time doing it. Actually, I made the switch to first base just for that winter, because there were so many other guys playing different positions, playing third and in the outfield. I actually made the switch to first that winter. Or that summer. I was mostly a third baseman, mostly third base, but that summer in Alaska, they moved me over to first because they already had some guys that had been playing third base. I played, in Oklahoma. After that summer, I played left, played third and first, and then once I signed a pro ball, mostly I've played third base coming up. Yeah, it was the Bucks, and that was a lot of fun. I had a really good time playing there. There was a small little adjustment period I think that everybody went through, but once you got over that and got acclimated, to Alaska, playing in that league and the bus trips and everything, it was a lot of fun. I got a lot of great memories of it. We had a nice little rivalry with them, the ones that we shared the field with. And I knew some guys on that other team too that I played with and played against, so it made it pretty fun. There was definitely mutual respect, but there was that intensity though. They were kind of each of us were each other's nemesis, so it was fun. I mean, you got pretty amped up for it just because they're the Bucks and we're the Pilots. Right. You get to use the wooden bat, which is pretty cool. A lot of the guys, it's the first time using it, which is interesting. And it takes a little getting used to. There's a little adjustment period that you have between going from aluminum to wood, and it makes it pretty fun. You feel like you're one step closer to being a professional when you're playing with wood in a kind of league like that, where you're playing against the best guys usually from all their colleges. No, we didn't. I went with the Goldpanners, because how the teams that go, they were able to pick up a couple players, and I was one of the players they picked up, so I was able to go to Wichita, which was a lot of fun also. A long way to travel, and it happened also quick, leaving Alaska, then going down there and playing in the NBC. It was pretty intense. The format, there were a lot of teams that ended up playing there, which I had no idea that there were going to be that many teams. But it was fun. I believe we maybe played 3 games. I think we won 1 and then lost 2, and then we were out of it. But it was pretty fun being picked up by the Goldpanners to go. They recognized that I had done well and picked me up to go with them, and it was actually a pretty good experience going to Wichita with them. Yes, I stayed with a host family. There was about 5 or 6 of us with the same host family. No, it wasn't a bunkhouse. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. I lived with a great group of guys. One guy from Miami, a guy from San Diego, a guy from Oklahoma, a couple guys from Stanford. We had a van, a big old blue van, and we called it the Sin Bin. For reasons I won't go into, but this van was like a 1982 beat up Econoline Ford van that was dark blue with tinted windows, and that we knew when we laid eyes on it, got in it, that for 15 years prior, 20 years prior, guys had been driving this around, beating it up, taking it places. So it kind of was like a relic passed down to us. And someone coined it the Sin Bin. It was rolling around in that with some of the guys, and after the games, or going to get something to eat, or going out having fun on the town late, after a game at night. That's probably one of my fondest memories. You end up making friends off the field, people that you meet, people that come to the games. It's just by happenstance. You just run into stuff, and to keep yourself busy. Most of the times we'd also end up going to other guys' houses and other host families would have big basements where there'd be, you know, pool table, ping pong tables, big screen TVs, you know. So it was kind of a nice retreat where, and the host families were so gracious that they let the players say, yeah, go ahead, you know, have the guys come over, barbecue, whatever you guys want to do. You guys got the whole bottom of the house to yourselves, you know, have some fun, kick back a little bit. So that was mostly what we were able to do, and it was a lot of fun doing it. No, never had any wildlife visits. Wish I would have, or maybe not have. You know, any wild caribou running around or big old bear coming up on me. But no, that's one thing I wish I would have seen. I would have been able to experience, was to go experience the wildlife there in Alaska, which unfortunately I wasn't able to do with the time I was there. We didn't have a bus breakdown. Got close a couple times. I mean, I remember some long bus trips, and we're crossing our fingers hoping that thing would not break down. We're in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the wilderness. It was fun on those bus rides, though. You know, being on an old bus that's been driven into the ground and still running. It was a lot of fun. I remember the long days the most. I remember the sun being up forever and there always being light. I remember it being really green, really pretty. Unfortunately, I didn't get enough time to get out and really experience Alaska. You know, go on fishing trips or go on long drives along the coast and check out all the natural historic sites that are there. But my memories are that, I mean, I had a great group of guys I played with, you know, and some who I still keep in contact with today. And the experience overall of being thrown into a team with all these guys from different backgrounds, different cities, different colleges, it was really kind of neat. And it really, you think about it, really prepared you for pro baseball, you know, for pro ball, because you get thrown into pro ball. It's now you got guys from different countries speaking different languages, different backgrounds, different ethnicities, religions. I mean, it was a good preparation for pro ball, basically.